Welcome back to Reset, a 10-day mini course all about how to clear the debris and tune into your own internal intuition and wisdom. So, we have been through 9 full days of course content where we have used the breath, ancient um, technology on how to really cultivate peace within. And today is sort of a culmination, but also my charge to you of what to do next. Um, I'm going to share what I use as a sort of an energy audit every day before I um, go into my bedroom. And there are a lot of people who say like they don't bring their phones or any kind of technology into their spaces where they sleep. I am guilty for bringing my phone into my room. So I do a quick I survey myself every evening before I go to bed to kind of get a feel of where my energy has been. Because depending on the day and depending on who I've been around and depending on what I eat and depending on where I am in my own monthly cycle, where the moon is in her cycle, I mean, there's a lot of things that can be happening that affects my emotions and how I feel and my mood. And I want to better take care of myself. So this is a way that I collect data. So I'm going to show you that. But before my face goes away, you'll still hear me explaining how to get that set up on your phone if you want to do that moving forward, is to make every day a day where you can set aside time to reset, to ground, to plug into Mother Earth, to really come into your own space. And it's so vital. It is so important, especially living a life where you are aligned, because it is impossible to be aligned and to be working through and with your intuition. So with that being said, it's been brought up multiple times in the past 24 hours in my own life, is that no one is an island. Change is really hard. And any kind of transformation, any kind of mountain climbing, if you will, can be very difficult. And in our world, it is not readily acceptable, even now, to be a person who is committed to themselves. It's considered selfish. You're considered, a snowflake or too sensitive or whatever insult you want to give to people who are really in tune with themselves. And when we change, it's so important that we can connect to that inner peace within, that you find after meditating for a good block of time. And the more that we can connect to that place inside, the better equipped that we are whenever we are facing a new challenge, because what is life but growth? And I'm reminded of a time when I summited a mountain, Mount Bierstadt in Colorado. At the time, I had just moved out to Colorado, and I did not know what a 14er was. I thought that it was 14 miles of hiking, which now that I think about it, that could be a little bit more awful. But really what it is you are climbing, ascending some sort of elevation that is 14,000 miles, not miles, 14,000 feet or more. And I set off on this journey with a couple of my girlfriends, Kadra and Becca. And I was ready to throw in the towel very early on when breathing started to get difficult. But we kept on going. Both of them kept on saying, nope, we're going to keep on going. Nope, we're going to keep on going. And it got to the point where when we were so high up that we would be looking at rocks that were maybe like 3 steps in front of us. And that would be our goal. We're going to get to to those rocks that are 3 feet away. And eventually we made it all the way up this mountain. Like, looking back, it would not have happened without those women by my side cheering me on. We would not have done it on our own. I definitely would not have done it on my own. And it's so vital. It's so important to have a group, to have a tribe, to have a community that is like-minded around you. So important, so vital to any kind of transformation or growth. The more people you have in your ring who care about your trajectory, your goals, your life's mission, your work, the better equipped you're going to be to traverse that mountain when you really need to. And that's what I want to impart to you as we close this 10-week course, is to find that community to plug in. And if you're looking for community to plug into, definitely check out my website. I'm going to have multiple opportunities for online courses and online communities. That is all coming out very, very soon. So definitely check it out at NicoleReneeK.com. And with that, I'm going to leave you and walk you through how to set up a survey using your phone. And what that survey will do, like I said, is give you data on how you feel. And you'll be able to track your progress. I started doing this with anxiety. A therapist gave me the idea to track my anxiety, so I would track it whenever it would pop up. And this is something that you can do random times during the day, or you can do at the same time every day. But bottom line, it's an audit of your energy and how you feel. And the first step to really making any changes in your life and deciding what goes and what stays and, what's the next step is data. So that is what I'm going to walk you through here. Give me just a second to flip this around. So here we are at Google Forms. To get to this site, all you have to do is type in forms.google.com and then you'll automatically be brought here. Or you can type in the long thing, docs.google.com/forms. And then from here, you're just going to make a blank form. And the name of the form is going to be Energy Audit. If you want to name it something different, go ahead. But this is basically you tracking your energy. And my suggestion as a best practice is to fill this form out at the same time every day. And if you really want to get technical about it, you can fill out the form multiple times throughout the day, but we're just going to keep it extremely simple. So the very first thing that you'll do is the date, and Google is pretty hip and quick, and Google knows, okay, got it. If you're filling this out at the same time every day, then you don't need to say the time, but I can also change it to the time. So I'm just going to keep the date, but know that you can change the time if you need to. To add a new question, we're going to click the plus sign over on the right, and this is going to be really you can ask any questions about where you are. For me personally, I like to know where the moon is in its phase. And you can kind of add options down here. So if the moon were waning, and I'm sure that I'm going to misspell a bunch of things, new, full, you get the picture. I just like to know a lot about the moon in mine. I even have a place what sign the moon is in. And if you're interested in that, definitely message me and I can talk to you more about tracking the moon with your own personal cycle and with how to manifest. But today we're just focusing on energy. So the next question comes, what bad emotion or what bad thing that you label as bad do you experience? So for me, it was anxiety. Maybe for you, it's anger. Maybe it's sadness. Maybe, it can be anything that you're tracking here. So I would rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. And that is not exactly what I want. So let's do a drop down. And I would just have it list it 1 through 10 or 1 through 5. Okay. And then you're done. Like, you can technically be done if you wanted to be done. But I highly suggest that you add another question. The next question is, how was my overall energy? And energy can be described in many different ways. You can describe it as, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being tired, 10 being having a lot of energy. You could also make this a short answer and just fill it out however you like. How was my overall energy? If I were answering it for today, and I wanted to be anecdotal, I might say, I woke up a little bit groggy, had some coffee, felt a little bit better, but then had a crash around 1 p.m. That is a perfect example of overall energy. It depends upon how you want to track this. So when you're finished making your quick form, you don't even really need to make it that complicated. It can just be this. You go to the responses page, and then it will show you your responses here. After about a month or so, you can create a spreadsheet and kind of track where your energy is going and how you're feeling throughout the day. And that gives you a better idea of what you might need to change, what you might need to let go of and release in your life. So once you complete this, to get it on your phone, it's really easy if you have Google set up on your phone, like Google Calendar and all of that good stuff, because then this becomes like extremely easy to set up. If not, that's okay. It's just kind of like the snail mail way. So I don't need to collect email addresses because it's me. If you have like AirDrop, or you can text message on your computer, you can just send this in a text message. Otherwise, I'm going to show you how to email it to yourself. So I'm just going to email. That's not the person. That's not me. At gmail.com. And then I'm going to send. Oh, make sure that it is exactly the way that Google wants it to be. And now that is going to be emailed to me. So in my email, I have located my form, and it's allowing me to go to that website and fill out the form. Instead of filling out the form, what I'm going to do is click in the top, and I'm going to Control or Command C to copy that long address. And then open up a new tab and type in calendar.google.com. And this is if you have Google Calendar set up. If you don't have Google Calendar set up, you'll have to use your own calendar rules to on your phone to do this. So what I want to do is create a alert for myself every day around the same time, typically when I'm about ready to go to bed. I am not ashamed to admit that sometimes that's around 9 p.m. So I'm going to make it for 9 p.m. So this is energy check-in or energy audit. And then I'm going to click on more options. Under add location, I'm going to press Control V and that puts my link in the location. So now, whenever this pops up on my calendar, I'm going to be able just to click the link and do this on my phone. And that's if you have it set up on your phone that way. So now I save, and my energy check-in, I want to happen every day, repeats daily, save. So now every day I'm going to have this energy check-in until I say, no, I don't want this anymore. And the purpose of this, remember, is to set it up so that you are making decisions based on what's happening in your life. So for instance, one of the things that I realized, there were many things that I realized from doing this energy audit, this energy check-in every day. The first thing was that I started to notice specific intuitive gifts that were starting to emerge. I noticed sensitivities with me riding the train in Chicago. And I get into that in my specific courses and one-on-ones and all of that, but don't want to get into it here. The other thing that I noticed was if I was spending time with people or a person who was what they might call an energy vampire, or an event or a project that I was not invested in or aligned to, a lot of times my energy would just completely plummet. And by doing the energy audit, by tracking where my energy was going and how I felt daily, that allowed me to create new space and to be able to say, that is going to stay, that has to go, that's going to go too. So it really does help. So for day 10 and moving forward, I would suggest that you do this for a month. Track where your energy is, track how you feel, and also track how you feel on the days that you meditate. I know that we didn't put that in the form, and I'm like thinking about it right now, like, oh, damn, we didn't put it in the form, but you can put it in the form now. You can change that form and the link will always stay the same. The share link will always stay the same. But definitely moving forward, be aware of your energy. And if you're looking for a tribe, if you're looking for a group of people who come to circle together, definitely check out my website. I am in the process of building a few new exciting things. I'm in the middle of a move, and a lot of other crazy things going on. So be patient, but that will definitely be going live in June. So I wish you all pause and peace and the gift of cultivating calm within our own hearts, within your own heart. So with that, I wish you all well, and do feel free to reach out to me, email, message, wherever you find me. You know where to find me. Thank you so much, and all the blessings and all the love.